Hi, and welcome back to the Medicare and More show. This is the show that speaks of all things Medicare and programs related to individuals that have Medicare benefits. My name is Carrie Furia. Welcome back. I'm the director of the Central Massachusetts Shine program, and I'm with Ed Roth, my colleague.
Hi, I'm Ed Roth. I'm the program assistant for the Central Mass Shine program, and we're happy to be with you again. Today, I'd like to bring up this time of the year. It's Medicare open enrollment time. And maybe we can talk about open enrollment a little bit and exactly what is open enrollment, Carrie?
Open enrollment is a very important time of year. It's the time of year in which anybody that has Medicare benefits has the option of reviewing what the plans are for the new year, the coming year, and actually check out what those plans are offering for copays, coverage, formularies, doctor networks, such things like that, and then make a decision if they want to go with that plan and actually enroll. And once you enroll, the new plan would start January 1st. So this time period is really the only time of year that the general public can change their Medicare plans. So that would really apply to Medicare Advantage plans and Medicare standalone prescription drug plans. It doesn't apply to the supplement plans, just the Medicare prescription drug plans and the Medicare Advantage plans. And this time period runs from October 15 through December 7th of every year. So it's kind of a short period of time, but you have to make a decision and make a move during that time period, and then your new plan choice will start January 1st.
That's right, Carrie. And again, the importance of the open enrollment plan, we can't emphasize enough. If you miss the open enrollment, you're stuck in the plan you have, and if it's working for you, fine. But the situation can be maybe your drugs have changed in your current plan. Maybe the current drug plan you have is no longer in the Medicare system. So you want to be very careful to check that stuff out. You'll get notices from Medicare and from your plan indicating how the plan is going to work for you in 2017. Now there's a couple of big changes affecting Worcester County and some of the surrounding communities that we want to talk about, particularly one of them that's related to a drug plan, and that's the United American Drug Plan. Carrie, can we talk a little bit about that change?
Yes, there are some important changes coming this coming fall and for 2017. So United American was kind of a popular Medicare prescription drug plan. It's a standalone drug plan here in Massachusetts, and it is pulling out of Massachusetts. So it's no longer going to do business here. So what has happened is now there's an arrangement that anybody that's on the United American plan is automatically going to be enrolled into SilverScript, a SilverScript plan. So what you need to make sure of, though, and that sounds very nice, and that is good, and that's a nice provision, but when they make that switch from the United American to SilverScript, they're not checking your drugs against the SilverScript plan, okay? They're doing what's called an unintelligent assignment. So that means they're not checking your medications or anything about you against the new plan. They're just putting you in it, essentially. So it's really, really important that if you are one of those individuals that's automatically going to be enrolled in the SilverScript plan, we still need to make sure that SilverScript is the best option for you. So what we would need to do is, or any agency that can help you with this, that does these drug plan searches for the public, is you need a list of your medications that's current and has what the doses of those medications are, how often you take those medications, and 2 different pharmacies that you like to do business with. You need to give that information to whomever is going to be doing the search for you, and then they can check the drug plans that are available in Massachusetts for 2017 against your individualized drug list. So, and that's, I can't stress that enough, that's very important, because the drug plans, as Ed well knows, would certainly say, the drug plans are really sensitive to the types of medications you're taking. They're also very sensitive to the pharmacies that you do business with. So there's no other way to really choose a drug plan but to have your drug list available to us. Or again, there's other agencies that do this kind of thing, or you can do it yourself. There's through Medicare and the Medicare website, there's what's called the Plan Finder. And the Plan Finder is where you put this information into the Medicare website, and then the Medicare website will sort the plans for you by default and puts them in order from least expensive to most. And it tells you everything you want to know. It's a really wonderful tool. But we can't stress enough that there are changes coming for 2017 with the plans. So please, 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 we ought to be checking your medications and the pharmacies that you like to do business with, again, against the coming plans for 2017, just to make sure SilverScript is the best fit for you. If it is, great, leave it alone. Don't change that enrollment. If it's not, and we find out that there's another plan that could save you more money and actually does a better job with the pharmacies that you like to do better with, then we'll change you. We'll put you in a different plan. We'll find a way to do that.
Yeah, thank you, Kerry. And again, the importance of this United American, there were 9,600 people in Massachusetts that were enrolled in United American. It was a popular plan. It had a very, very good formulary. In other words, a lot of medications were covered in their formulary. So a lot of folks are in the plan. But we're finding out initially now we can do some checks prior to open enrollment. And I even myself discovered that I had family members who are in the United American plan. I ran a drug search for them, and SilverScript didn't come out as the best plan for them to be in, or the least expensive plan. So it's important that you check out and probably do a drug search, unless you're comfortable. If you're comfortable, you have a simple drug, you have a tier 1 drug that's going to be a tier 1 generic with SilverScript, that's fine. But you certainly can refer to, anybody in United American got a SilverScript formulary, and you can check your drugs against that formulary. It's not that difficult. And also, as Kerry said, you can simply give us a call, and we can certainly help you out by sending you one of our search tools in the mail with a return envelope, and we could do a drug search for you and get back to you with the results of that drug search. Also, all other agencies that can help, certainly the Pharmacy Outreach Program, and their phone number will be up on the slide for you to refer to them. And also, as Kerry indicated, you can do it yourself. We have, you can just go to Medicare.gov, follow a few prompts, find a green prompt there, find health and drug plans, and it takes you where you can input some information and then input your medication list, and that plan itself, it does exactly what we would do. It would lead you to the 3 least expensive plans that cover your drugs. It's a great tool. It's a tool we use quite a bit ourselves. So again, the importance of this particular change is it doesn't happen that often, and it does, I shouldn't say that, it happens every year. Also, there's another plan that's leaving the area for sure, is the Transamerica plan. There wasn't a lot of people in that plan. It doesn't really have, doesn't have an alternative that was presented, so those folks will have a period of time to get another drug plan. As a matter of fact, they'll have until sometime in February they have a special enrollment to get a drug plan, but they'll want to do it during the open enrollment period, or before December 31st anyway. That's the folks that were in the Transamerica plan that no longer is available. That was an expensive plan, and it just didn't work here in Massachusetts. So again, that's the drug plan. That's the big drug plan information that we want to get out to everybody. There's also the Medicare Advantage plan information, and we have a new plan coming into the area. Kerry, you want to explain that plan just a little bit, and we'll go over the ups and downs of the United Healthcare HMOs.
Yes, I'd be happy to. So United Health is expanding their plan offerings for 2017 in Worcester County. So they're adding a 0 premium HMO. They're also adding some other products as well, some other HMOs as well, in addition to the PPO that they currently offer. So that's new for 2017 in our area. And you know, in and of itself, the plan, looking at copays and looking at deductibles, you know, it looks half decent. It looks okay as far as the cost goes. One of the things that we'll be upfront about that, you know, we would just really caution people about is to check the network. Because it is a relatively new plan to our area, especially the HMOs. They haven't really been available in our area before. They're brand new. You really, really, really have to make sure that the doctor that you want to continue to see accepts that plan. So our mantra regardless of which plan it is. It doesn't matter which plan it is. Any Medicare Advantage plan, if you're interested in that, you really need to contact your doctor's office and see if they're contracted with that particular plan. Because what we're concerned about a little bit is there's going to be, because it's a new plan and there's a lot of excitement around it, there's going to be a lot of marketing around these particular plans coming to our area. And it's going to be pretty aggressive. And of course, the idea is to stir up interest, which is fine. But again, what if your doctor isn't in the plan network? Then you've enrolled in it, and January 1, you want to go to your doctor, and then you discover, oops, I have a problem. My doctor doesn't accept that insurance. What are you going to do? Well, now you're locked into the plan for 12 months. So you're going to have to change your doctor in order to use that insurance. So again, please, 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 big warning, and again, we would say this with any plan, not just United Health, any plan out there. If you're interested in the plan, you have to contact every doctor, every specialist, every hospital that you want to do business with, that you currently use and that you like and you want to stay with, and you have to make sure that they accept that plan. Because if not, you're not going to be able to go to them. And that's a huge problem. Every single year, somebody doesn't get that message. We get calls in January from someone in a panic saying, my doctor's not in the network. You know, what do I do? You're married to the plan for 12 months, unfortunately. You made that choice and you enrolled in it without doing the homework. So with the Medicare Advantage plans, you really have to do the homework. You cannot be kind of blasé about that. So you really have to make sure your doctors accept any new plan that's on the market.
Very true, Carrie. And a concern, again, that we have is we've had these situations before, but there's been simple fixes. If you recall, any number of maybe 3 years ago, Fallon and Reliant had a split, but Tufts took over that situation and took over, and a lot of people were able to enroll in Tufts and still get their services at the Reliant physicians. This is kind of a different story. We have a big national health outfit, AARP, United Healthcare, coming into Worcester County with some very, very attractive HMOs, price-wise. I'll be honest with you. These are very attractive HMOs. But to be honest with you, we see the network as being somewhat weak. There's not a lot of physicians covered, particularly in Milford and surrounding communities, maybe a little bit better in Worcester. And it's something that you have to look at. You have to really look at and find out if your doctor is going to take the United Healthcare Medicare HMO, whatever it's called. That's the bottom line. And if your doctor takes it, the hospital takes it, and all your providers take it, that's fine. Okay, but if they don't, that's a bad situation, because you can be into it, you're locked into it, it's going to cost you, you're going to be seeing a doctor you don't know, and if you want to continue to see your doctor, you're out of network, and United Healthcare isn't going to pay for it unless it's an emergency. So again, it's very important. We all know how important our providers are to us. We've had relationships with our providers for any number of years in most cases, so we want to keep them. Okay, so I just want to let you know, United is coming in. They're doing I call it aggressive marketing. They're going to be having marketing meetings in Milford. I believe they're having 10 different meetings right in Milford at the I think the DoubleTree down on one of the street on, I forget what street it is, Bird Street, maybe, the DoubleTree, and also in Worcester they're having 14 different marketing meetings to market these plans to folks. Go to them, get the information. Don't do nothing until you check with your doctors. If you have any questions at all, give us a call. We'll help you. We'll see if we can point you in the right direction. Don't go to a meeting and listen to a presentation by an agent who not necessarily might be in your best interest. He's an agent. He's an insurance agent. He's looking to make a couple of dollars. So please, before you step up and join not just United, but any plan, make sure your doctors are covered. It's very important. So that's our message. That's kind of our message on the changes, the big changes that we learned about yesterday at our big regional directors meeting. So again, the emphasis: call us if you have any questions for the drug plans. The solutions that you can simply take, we can check your drug plans, and anybody that wants to have their drug plan checked, give us a call. We'll send you a search tool, and we'll do that check for you with the Medicare site. It's a service we perform, of course, free of charge. We're unbiased. We don't care. We're not recommending any product or anything. We just look to get for folks on Medicare to get the biggest buck, the best value for their Medicare dollars in their dollars. So that's what we try to do with everybody, whether it be drug plans or Medicare health plans. Now, we were at a meeting yesterday with all the regional directors, and all of the plans come in and presented their material. We have books, and just maybe we can highlight a few of the changes that we can expect for 2017, and fortunately, not a whole lot of them. Kerry, do you want to start with maybe the HMO plans?
Sure, I'd be happy to. So some of the plans are pretty much looking the same as last year, which is good. So there aren't a whole lot of disturbing changes, which is good. Some copay changes, a little bit of copay increases, sometimes little premium increases, but again, not huge changes amongst the whole pack of them, which is good. So Fallon is going to stay pretty steady. They're going to continue to have their zero premium plan. There aren't a whole lot of changes with that. Again, they're pretty much staying with their provider network. So they're looking a lot similar to what 2016 looks like. So the 2017 plans look pretty much the same. And jump in here anytime, Heather, if you want to add anything.
I will. I'll jump in.
Okay. All right.
No problem jumping in.
So Blue Cross Blue Shield also looking fairly the same. Again, maybe a few premium increases with some of their plans. They do have a high-end HMO that's going to be increasing pretty substantially with their premium. The current price is what, $230? Their
high-end HMO currently is $238.
Yeah.
Or the like of $235. They're increasing that price to $295 a month.
$295.
It's their choice, but again, it's a lot of money for
Let's
an
talk.
HMO.
Let's talk before you buy an HMO for $300. Let's talk.
Give us a call before you
let's talk
continue
on
on that. And you will get information saying your HMO is going from $235 to $295. We urge you to give us a call.
Yeah.
We urge you, if you're a member of that particular plan, we urge you to give us a call, because I'm certain there's some changes that can be made to your health plan that will be less expensive and will accommodate you better than that particular plan will. That's almost a certainty. So if you're in that situation where your health plan is going from $235 to $295 with Blue Cross, give us a call and we'll see if we can point you in a little bit of a different direction. You'll be very happy with, I can assure you. What else is in Blue Cross? I think that their dental program is going to remain the same. The cost of their dental program, they have a very nice dental program that's available, and that's going to remain the same. I think that's excellent with that program is available also to people that don't have Blue Cross, and you can give Blue Cross a call about it if you wanted to. And there's other dental solutions around as well. So next, talked about Fallon, talked a little bit about Blue Cross.
Yep.
How about Tufts?
Sure. I just want one other note about Blue Cross. It's just the majority of their plans are staying the same. So I didn't want you to reconcentrate on the one that's really increasing in price. But the majority of the other ones are pretty much staying the same. So don't panic. They're still going to have their PPOs and other HMOs, and the prices are not changing that much. So those are fine. So okay, Tufts. Moving on to Tufts. Again, they're looking very much the same as last year. They're eagerly awaiting to see if they're going to be a 5-star plan for 2017. We haven't heard yet, which will probably date the show here a little bit. But that information should be coming out relatively soon. Again, their plans look very good again for 2017. Not too much as far as the just nuances in some payment changes, but nothing dramatic. Their network is absolutely staying the same, and they still charge $0 for their Part B drugs, which is kind of a bonus for somebody that needs any sort of outpatient infusions or injections or treatments, shots, anything that like that can be kind of expensive. So they don't charge for that. So that's
Yeah, that's
staying the same.
important. There's no copay for Part B medications, what we're
Yes.
trying to get at. And Part B medications can be that's where your chemo drugs come in and infusions and stuff like that. That's where they come in at Part B medications. And there's no copay with that, with the Tufts plan. So that's a bonus for that plan. That really is. It really it's really helpful to a lot of folks.
So one of the next other plans we would want to discuss is probably the Harvard Pilgrim Stride plans that are coming out. So Harvard Pilgrim has done a lot of work this year to really expand their provider network, and they've done a good job at it. So their plans, again, price differences haven't changed a whole lot, but their provider network has really expanded in central Massachusetts. So they've done a very good job with that. So I think for 2017, they've really become more competitive, and so that's actually going to be a good option for many people as well, is with Harvard Pilgrim. Can you think of anything else about Harvard Pilgrim, Ed, that we would want to mention?
I just want to, I agree with you that they've certainly come up and stepped up to the plate and gotten a little bit better provider network. I know they've got the UMass system pretty well locked in. If your doctor works at UMass or is employed by UMass, Harvard Pilgrim is the HMO there. Locally, Tri-River down in Uxbridge, they're going to be doctors down here are going to be taking the Harvard Pilgrim plan, and it's a fairly good plan. It really is. It has good benefits. It's reasonable. It's fairly reasonably priced. The price could be a little bit cheaper, but it's fairly reasonable priced, and it's something that's really worth looking at it. So again, Harvard Pilgrim is a good option for folks. Have we got everybody, Carrie, on the list?
I think that is everybody on the list.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think one of the things I would just mention is that some of the plans, and you'd have to ask about these benefits, are doing things like they're giving credits for over-the-counter, any supplies that you might have over-the-counter, like pain medications or anything like that, like acetaminophen or ibuprofen. They're giving credits for things like over-the-counter needs. So you'd have to check with any individual plans on that. Some of the plans are also helping people with paying for things like grab bars for the bathroom and some durable medical equipment, and they're doing a much better job at offering those as benefits that you can buy through the insurance as well. And so those are like extra benefits with some of the plans. So individually, though, if you're interested in those kinds of supplies, you'd need to give those particular plans a call as well. So that pretty much, I think, wraps up for 2017 as far as what the plans are
I think that
offering.
wraps up with the Medicare Advantage plans in general. And they're the change, which, again, we got a whole bunch of books here. You can call and get the books if you want to. We try to summarize it a little bit. And if you have questions, you can certainly call us. And once we get the full detail, we'll be very happy to talk to you about some of this stuff. Now, in conclusion, we're going to talk about the Medicare supplement plans just a little bit. We have any number of companies that offer Medicare supplement plans here in Massachusetts. They work, and by that I mean Blue Cross, Blue Shield, United Healthcare offers, AF United Healthcare has a supplement plan. Tufts has a supplement plan. Fallon has a supplement plan. Health New England has a supplement plan. Humana has a supplement plan. So there's about seven companies that Harvard Pilgrim has a supplement plan. I don't know if I mentioned it. There's about 7 companies that sell supplement plans. They work differently than the Medicare Advantage plans. What they do, they supplement your Medicare. You still have your Medicare as your primary coverage, and the Medicare supplement plans will pay, depending on which type supplement plan you have, will pay what Medicare doesn't pay. We've discovered that those plans are going up a little bit in price, just small. In some it's 70 cents, 80 cents.
Yeah.
One is coming down 10 cents. So it's not, we don't see big increases. And fortunately, the coverage is staying the same. They're regulated by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, so the coverage has to be the same by all plans, and basically the coverage is basically staying the same. So again, good options for people that have a lot. If you have a lot of medical issues, they're very good options. If you want to make sure you're completely insured, you have comprehensive medical coverage, a Medicare supplement plan along with a standalone Part D plan is the best option you can get.
I agree.
What do you follow? You agree, Kerry?
I agree.
Okay.
It's excellent coverage. Excellent
All right.
coverage.
And again, if you're interested, call us, and we'd be happy to go over some what the prices are for the different plans and what your choices may be. And information and all this stuff will soon be available on our website. We're going to put a page up on open enrollment, and our website, of course, is www.shinema.org. Please refer to that as much as you like to. I think we've had a telephone number up on the screen throughout this program. We're going to be doing a number of open enrollment meetings in maybe up to 40 communities throughout Worcester County, and all the public is invited to those meetings. Basically, most of them are located in senior centers. Okay, so again, the information on those meetings is available on our website. Again, www.shinema.org. And I'm going to conclude in a moment here, but I just want to let folks know it's kind of a sad day, although it's a big day for us, but it's a sad day. Kerry is going to be moving on. She's leaving the Shine program and going to be moving on to Maine to do some other things with her life. So this will be her last program that she'll be doing with us. We do have one more program in the can, as they say, that will be showing probably in December. So you'll see her lovely face again. And we just want to, I want to thank Kerry for everything she's contributed to the Medicare and More program. Without her starting this thing off probably 16 or 17 months ago, we wouldn't have got out. So we're happy. We want to thank you for welcoming us into your homes. And as we close with the last 30 seconds, Kerry, feel free.
Well, it's kind of bittersweet. I've enjoyed myself very, very much. I'm sure I get comments from people saying, "Hey, saw you on the TV." So, but this will be my last show. So, but I want to just say it's been a wonderful experience. I've really enjoyed it here in Massachusetts. I need to be closer to home, close to my parents. People, I think, can understand that. Folks are getting a little older, so I want to be there to support them. But it's been a wonderful experience. Wonderful people here. The show will continue. It just won't be with me. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you.